Hey there, fantastic learners. Welcome back to Reading Readiness Centers, your go-to place for all things awesome in math. Today, we're embarking on a thrilling journey into the world of rounding decimals. Are you excited? Check out our lively bunch of decimals ready for a safari adventure. But hold on, what's this rounding thing? Let's find out together. Imagine each decimal as a little character, and they want to live in a treehouse. The treehouse represents a whole number, a comfortable and complete place for our decimals. Rounding is the process of helping each decimal find its nearest and coziest treehouse to live in. Just like how you choose the closest friend to hang out with, decimals want to be close to a whole number. If a decimal is closer to one whole number than the other, that becomes its new friend. The friend who lives in the nearest tree house. Now, let's picture a forest with trees representing whole numbers. Each decimal gets to choose which tree to build its tree house in. The decision is based on whether the decimal is closer to one tree or another. As the decimals find their tree houses, it becomes a neighborhood party. The decimals are happily settled, making friends with the whole numbers they're closest to. It's a lively and cheerful atmosphere in our decimal neighborhood. After our decimals have found their tree houses, we can explore specific examples to understand the process better. Just like going into the nitty-gritty details of something exciting, we dive into rounding with cool examples to see how each decimal picks its nearest whole number friend. Now, before we start with the examples, let's have a look at the rules to round of decimals. Rule number 1. Identify the rounding place. Our first rule is to identify the place we want to round to. It could be the nearest whole number, tenths, or even hundredths. Imagine it's like choosing the destination for our decimal's next adventure. Rule number 2. Look at the digit to the right. Next up, let's take a look at the digit right next to our rounding place. This little friend is going to help us decide whether we go up or stay put. Rule number 3. If it's 5 or greater, round up. Now, if that digit is 5 or greater, it's time to party. We round up. We're giving our decimals a little boost, increasing the digit in their rounding place by 1. Imagine it's a high five for being 5 or more. Rule number 4. If it's less than 5, round down. But, if that digit is less than 5, no worries, we're keeping things chill. Our decimals stay right where they are, and the rounding place remains untouched. It's like giving them a cozy spot to hang out. Okay. Imagine you have a decimal like 3.7. Is it closer to 3 or 4? Let's round it. The answer is 4. Our decimal now has a whole number friend, 4, and they're ready to play together. Now, let's take the decimal 5.23. This time, we're looking at the tenths place. Is it closer to 5.2 or 5.3? The answer is 5.2. Our decimal is camping out with the nearest tenth, just like picking the perfect camping spot. Here comes a tricky one. 6.89. Is it closer to 6.8 or 6.9? The answer is 6.9. Our decimal found a new friend in the nearest whole number, 6.9, and they're having a blast together. Last but not least, let's explore 2.45. Is it hanging out with 2.4 or 2.5? The answer is 2.5. Our decimal chose the nearest whole number, 2.5, and they're on an adventure together. And there you have it. Our amazing rounding decimals adventure. Wasn't that fun? If you enjoyed this journey, give us a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Reading Readiness Centers for more awesome math explorations. Together, we'll make math the coolest subject ever.